Okay, guys, so we're gonna have a little chit chat. Let's talk, okay? I know in my last video I didn't really show you guys, like, you know, my personality and all that good jazz, but sis, today I have the tea for you. I have the tea. Let me put my hair up so we can get started because this is serious. So, I wrote some of my notes down on my page, guys. So if you see me like looking down, it's because I'm trying to make sure I get it right for y'all. For starters, let me tell you something. This is off topic, but let me tell you the tea. I have a neighbor who be like hella nosy. Every time I come out here, he sits on his porch, whatever, his porch right here, and he just be sitting there, he just be watching me. He be like this. He be having his leg up like this. He be like, and I be like, can I help you? Like, anyway, if he comes out here, he gonna get this tea too. But sis, I'm so excited for this video. I am sorry in advance for all the noise in the background. We're having a little car chit chat talk and y'all about to get the tea. So this video is going to be for seniors that just graduated, that are going into their freshman year of college. As you know, because of the quarantine, things are different things are going on, and at this day and age, guys, we just have to be really prepared to move with the changes. I know it's going to be really hard for freshmen because they probably have never seen their dorm. They won't see the dorms and stuff like that. They might not be living on campus. Honestly, the conditions of this whole quarantine thing and this whole pandemic and how this is going to affect us going back to school is really honestly up in the air. So this is just a video that's going to help some of you guys who are going to be transitioning from your senior year of high school into your freshman year of college. I have a couple pointers that I really want to point out that I really haven't seen too many other people point out in their videos. So let me just tell y'all what I think. The number one thing I wish I knew when I first went into my freshman year of college, I really wish I knew more about emailing. So, I'm sure that people might feel like, oh, emailing is like a really straightforward thing. But honestly, when it gets to college, it gets real. It gets serious. You're moving into adulthood. You're grown. You feel me? You have to handle all your stuff. And let me tell you, it don't matter what college you go to. It don't matter if you go to one of the most prestigious colleges. It doesn't matter if you go to a real bare minimum college. It doesn't even matter if you go to community college. The same thing applies. So, emailing. It is very, 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 very important for you to have your emailing skills down pat. The first thing I can tell you, do not, I repeat, do not email your professor like you're talking to your friend, because they're not your friend. Do not send emails like text messages. So this is how your email could kind of go. Let's say that your professor's name is Dr. Smith, and let's say that you're emailing them about an assignment that you turned in that hasn't yet been graded. Your email might read something along the lines of, "Good morning, Dr. Smith. My name is Coakley from your English 101 class at 10 a.m. If you let them know what class you're from, that means they can pinpoint who you are. They might be able to check over to their roster and see your name on the list. So they go, okay, so this is the student that I have in my 10 a.m. class. College professors have a lot of students. You have to make sure your professor knows who you are. Get in their face. Let them know your name. Because we're not on campus right now, you need to make sure that they know who you are through your email. Hello, Dr. Smith. My name is Coakley from your English 101 class at 10 a.m. I am emailing you in reference to the assignment, quiz number 1 assignment that I turned in that has not yet been graded. I just wanted to email you to confirm that you did receive the assignment. Thank you in advance, signed Coakley." Whatever. Hey guys, it's Editing Coakley. I'm here because I forgot something to put in. Another thing I wanted to mention right here is that it's also really important when you're emailing your professors, CC yourself. If you CC yourself, you'll be able to have a copy of the email, so you'll know for sure that your professor received it, because you'll also then receive it. By doing this is the two things that you accomplish by doing this. First of all, you let your professor know that you're serious about your work. You're serious about turning in your assignments, and you're serious about getting stuff done. Professors like to see students that are very serious about their work, because at this point in the game, guys, we're not in high school anymore. You're paying for your education. We cannot afford to play around, to joke around, none of that. We don't got time for that. Okay? We don't have time for that. So, the first thing you show is that you're very serious about your education. You're serious about getting your stuff done. The second thing you create is something called a paper trail. I haven't seen too many YouTubers mention about this, but this is something that's very, very important when it gets to college, friends. The first thing about a paper trail is it protects you. It protects you because if you, let's say that you turn in that assignment, and then when the end of the semester comes around, you go on the grade and you say that they gave you a 0, and you email the professor like, you know, what's up, what's the problem, what's the beef, you feel me? And they'll be like, oh, you know, you didn't turn this assignment in, da da da. Well, let me tell you what you can do. You can go back to that email that you sent, and you can say, I emailed you on whatever da 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 date, and I informed you that I sent my assignment in, and I double checked with you to make sure you received it, and you never responded. Bam, paper trail. They try to get you. They try to push you over. They try to mess with you in college. They try to make it like, oh, you didn't turn this in, or you didn't do that. Sis, yes, I did. Oh, well then, jeez. Try that again. I emailed you, and you pull up that email, and you let them know, see, I did turn it in. So that way they can't sit back and tell you things that aren't true about yourself. Period. Another thing that I really wish I knew, and I really wish I had did a lot more of, is, like I mentioned a little bit previously, is really letting your professors know who you are. It's really important that your professors know your face, if they can, and the most important thing, they know your name. When you become a continuous or frequent face and a frequent name, they're going to realize, wow, this student is really taking their education seriously. If they see that you're coming to their office hours, they see that you're participating in class, you're asking questions, you're getting clarification on things you don't understand, it really lets them know that you are one of their many students that really has a genuine interest in doing well in their class. And if they know that you want to do really well, they're going to have a little bit more favoritism towards you, just because you actually are here for the right reasons. Okay, so my neighbors just got here. Hi, how are you? Good. Okay, first of all, let me make this announcement. I am in no way, shape, or form, like, perfect. Like, I'm not. So, let me tell y'all some of the mistakes I made. So, let me tell you some more tea about what I'm dealing with right now. I don't know if you guys can see me. It's like so freaking... Okay, so basically the first thing that happened was... okay, so let me tell you the first thing that happened. This is what I'm talking about, a paper trail. This is an example of why you need to keep a paper trail. I got advised during the previous semester, but this semester that just ended. He was like, oh... la da da da, these are the classes you can take, blah blah blah. And I was like, oh, well, can I just take 3 classes? And he was like, yeah, you can take 3 classes. Let me tell you the tea. At the school I go to, you have to be taking at least 12 credits in order to be considered a full-time student. And I have financial aid, and my financial aid can only be used if I'm a full-time student. So 1 + 1 is 2. You guessed it, I have to take 12 credits in order to use my financial aid. I go and I take 3 classes. Let me spoiler alert. 3 classes is not 12 credits. So anyway, I'm like, oh, can I take 3 classes? Yeah, sure. Don't even worry about it. If you just want to take 3 classes, you can. So I'm like, okay, cool. Like I'm liking it. I'm with it. You know, we love that. So I go and I'm taking these 3 classes, and then I get to like what was it, April of this semester that just ended. And basically I go on my little student accounts thing, and they're like, oh, you owe us like $877. Why? Turns out, as I stated before, he didn't let me know that I had to take 12 credits in order to use my financial aid. So basically, I paid out of pocket this semester. And because I paid out of pocket, I owed them extra money. So I go and I ask him, I get in touch with him, and I'm like, oh, you know, you told me that I could take 3 classes. Yeah, okay, yeah, but, you know, I wasn't a full-time student. Oh, yeah, no, you can take 3 classes. You just won't be a full-time student. I said, okay, but you never told me that. And he's like, I'm like, what do you mean? So basically, if I had a paper trail, if I had been like, hey, advisor, so-and-so, blah, blah, whatever, I'm just confirming that I just left your office and you let me know that I can take 3 classes and da la 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 la, I could have pulled it back up and been like, what was the reason? What was the reason? As you can see, student accounts, my advisor advised me the wrong way. He advised me to take the wrong classes, and I would have been perfectly fine. But because I didn't make a paper trail, guys, I was in a difficult position. So basically, let this be a lesson to me and to you, because on this channel, I want to be real with you guys. I'm not perfect. I make mistakes too. And at the end of the day, I'm just trying to teach y'all what I know, what I've learned thus far. And the one thing I've learned is a paper trail will save your life. Long story short, because I didn't keep a paper trail and I could not tell the student accounts people that he was the reason why I wasn't a full-time student, I then therefore had to pay out of pocket. So basically, the punishment I got for not keeping a paper trail was I had to pay extra money that I didn't need to pay for. So friends, I'm really trying to tell you, like, it's really important for you to keep a paper trail, because it's important for them to know that this is what was done, this is what was said. Because at this point, honestly, you could be making it up, but the thing is, you know you're not making it up, and the only way to prove that is to have hard facts, hard evidence, and that's why you need a paper trail. The next thing I kind of speak on a little bit, but it's really important for you to make your professors know your name. If you have a question, ask the question. We're not in high school anymore. We're not worried about, oh, they're gonna pick on me if I ask a question. Bruh, you are paying for your education. Do you have the type of money to throw down the drain? If you don't have the type of money to throw down the drain, you need to be asking the questions. You need to be getting the help that you need at whatever cost. Honestly, guys, we are too far in the game to be worried about what other people think. And that takes me to another thing, guys. When you go into college, let me get personal with you guys, okay? Let me get personal. Let me tell you, come here. Let's talk. Listen to me. Don't mind me, guys. It's hot outside. I look a mess, but you know what? We're here. Don't worry about what anybody thinks of you, okay? Don't worry about what people think of you. You have to go out there and you have to do what's great for you. You gotta worry about yourself. This day and age, people spend too much time trying to make people like them, bro. You have to do what's right for you. If you know that you need help, go get the help that you need, because in college, nobody's going to chase you. Nobody's going to beg you and plead you to get help. If you want something, you got to go out there and get it. Period. I'm telling you that because I love you. I know it's hard, and I know you might not want to hear it, but you know what? There is nobody on God's green earth that has to care about you. So, you go there and you get the help you need. You make the professor know your name. You want it to be that when you walk away from that class, the professor can say, let me tell you something about so-and-so. Let me tell you about Coakley. Coakley did whatever she needed to do in order to get her work done. She stayed after hours. She came to all the study sessions. She came to the office hours. She emailed me multiple times. She confirmed. She asked me questions that she didn't know. Bruh, you got to do it for you. At the end of the day, you have to do it for you. These freaking neighbors are so freaking sis. The next point that I have is basically time management, but more importantly, time management when it comes to online classes. When you go to college, it's really important for you to have time management when it comes to like hanging out with friends, going to parties, finding time to study, you know, all that good stuff. However, because we're not on campus, I really don't see too many people partying. I mean, maybe you will be, but you know, this is really more so about not waiting to the last minute. I know that when I took online classes, I will be honest with myself. When I took online classes, I waited until the very last minute to do assignments. That's what you don't want to do. Do not be like me, guys. Don't be like me. Let me tell you what you should do. The professor posts an assignment on Monday and it's not due till Friday. Do it on Tuesday. So that way you have the rest of the week to do whatever you want to do. Let me tell you another reason why it's a really good idea to do stuff early. If you do it early, you allow yourself to have time for mistakes. So let me give you an example, a perfect example of a mistake that can happen in college. Let's say that you upload an assignment, you submit an assignment into something called a Dropbox. Let's say that you submit an assignment in the Dropbox, and then when you submit it, you realize, oh crap, I forgot to put my name on it. And you are going to get points deducted if you don't put your name on it. If you waited until Friday to turn it in, you're freaking screwed because you can't do anything about it because it's turned in at the exact deadline time. But if you submit it on Tuesday, this is exactly what I did. I submitted it like 3 days early. So I emailed the professor and I was like, hi, yeah, I just turned in my assignment and I forgot to put my name on it. Can I like resubmit it? And he was like, yeah, sure. Well, it's a good thing I didn't wait till the last minute because I didn't have my freaking name on it. Don't be like Coakley, y'all. She don't put her name on her papers. It's really important for you to not wait to the last minute, basically. Long story short, do not wait to the last minute to do assignments. Even though it's really convenient that you're at home and that you have all the time in the world, it's gonna creep up on you. The deadline will sneak up on you so quickly because you might see on an assignment that says it's due at 11:59. You might think, oh man, I got time. If you're at home, you're most likely taking a nap. You're most likely watching Netflix. You're most likely doing other things that you want to be doing, and your homework and your assignments are the farthest thing from your mind. So you know what you want to do is you want to get it out of the way so that way you have time to do the other stuff that you actually want to do. The final piece of advice that I have is to make group chats. So when you start your classes, you may or may not, but let's just assume that I don't know who these people are that just pulled up to my house. Can I freaking help you? Oh, never mind, they're at the neighbor's house. I'm mind my business. If you are lucky enough to get like the roster list or like to see the other people that are in your classes or to find yourself on a platform where you can contact other people, you could be one of the people that, you know, suggest that everybody make a group chat. Hey guys, if anybody's interested in having an English group chat, you can drop your phone number here, la-di-da-di-da, or text this number, blah, 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 and we can make a group chat. That way, if you have questions and you can't necessarily get to your professor, you can go through your other peers and your other students that are in your classes, and they'll be able to answer some of the questions that you have. So group chats are a really good idea, if you want. So, yeah, guys, that concludes all of the pointers that I have for you guys. If anybody else has, like, some ideas of other pointers and other tips that they think will be helpful, please feel free to comment them down below and basically just let me know what you think. That's really all I have for you today, and thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.